Thank you, Ms. Sushri Bishwal. Myself, Dr. Mahalingam Venkateshan, and I'm here to talk about how to manage the nursing workforce in hospital during this COVID-19 pandemic. Objective of this session. At the end of this session, all of you will understand how to manage the nursing workforce and instrument your understanding in your workplace. Collateral management of nursing workforce. This picture will tell about how to manage the nursing workforce in hospital, including COVID-19 units. Whole manpower shall be divided into three divisions. That is, whereas the orange color denotes that pregnant and nurses clinically diagnosed with comorbid diseases shall be excluded from COVID-19 duty, but they will be continuing in non-COVID area duties. Blue color states that this group of nurses shall be posted in non-COVID-19 areas to take care of routine patient care in the hospital, but needed time they also will be involved in COVID-19 duty. Remaining nurses shall be posted in the different subunits of COVID-19 like COVID ICU, COVID ward, COVID emergency services, and COVID-19 screening center. Further, management of nursing workforce in COVID-19 unit. Be sure to keep in mind that the current situations will not go away overnight, and we should focus on long-term occupational capacity rather than repeated short-term crisis responses. This diagram will tell about how to manage the nursing manpower in COVID-19 units. You see, the dark blue part says people currently working in COVID-19 unit. During the COVID-19 duty, anybody may get exposed with positive patient. With this reason, may whole team go for quarantine for next 14 days. And again from this team, few may develop complications and will be excluded from upcoming COVID-19 duty. At the same time, parallel team must be present and all the day-to-day COVID-19 unit communications must be communicated to this parallel team, but this team will be working in non-COVID areas till they get involved in COVID-19 unit positions. Further, partnership. Inexperienced nurses with their more experienced nurses will be the best option to run the COVID-19 unit. Initiate, encourage, and monitor the work breaks to prevent the fatigue during duty hours. Implement flexible schedules for workers who are directly impacted or have a family member affected by the stressful event. Possibly make a duty roster for 14 days and duty hours can be fixed according to the institutional policy. Build an environment for nurses to provide social support to each other and rotate the nurses from higher stress areas to lower stress areas. Keep two kinds of nurses in COVID-19 units, whereas few will be in COVID-19 PPE and others will be in normal PPE. Those in COVID-19 PPE will work closely with positive patients and others will be helping like telephonic communications, dietary services, linen management, stock management, and documentation. At the same time, during each other communication, we should ensure that they are maintaining a distance according to the institutional policy. Further, training and capacity building. Since COVID-19 patient care is very new to all of us, the institutions must give more importance to conduct a quality in-service education programs like rational use of PPEs, Dunning-Duffing procedures, coping and stress management techniques to the nurses, infection prevention and control practices during this pandemic, nursing management of COVID-19 positive patients. Daily maintaining the COVID-19 symptoms surveillance record like fever, dry cough, tiredness, pain, sore throat, diarrhea, conjunctivitis, headache, loss of taste or smell, a rash on skin, and a discoloration of the fingers or toes will help nurses to know their health status. Maintaining a daily contact diary will help to stratify the risk of the people those contact with the nurses during this pandemic. Don't travel out of the headquarters without permission of the reporting authority during this pandemic, which will make shortage of the nurses in the hospital. Before posting the nurses in COVID-19 areas, positive reinforcement can be done through bringing already COVID-19 unit experienced or posted nurses to the forum, whereas the newly posted nurse shall clear their doubts and have a quality interaction. The nurse administrator must ensure honest, loyal, and quality communication about what's happening around the COVID-19 areas. See, every day the government organizations are revising the policies, so it's administrator responsibility to communicate the up-to-date information to the nurses periodically. Provide clear, quarantine updated guidelines to the nurses, and motivate the nurses to maintain a healthy diet, especially no nurse will enter to the COVID areas with empty stomach. This slide will tell about procedure of handling suspected or confirmed COVID nurses during hospital duty. See, during duty or after duty, the nurses developing respiratory symptoms like fever, cough, shortness of breath should be considered suspected case of COVID-19. He or she should be immediately put on a face mask, inform his supervisor and a hospital infection control committee. He or she should be isolated and arrangement must be made to immediately to refer such a nurse COVID-19 designated hospital for isolation and further management. He or she should be immediately taken off from the duty roster, rapidly risk stratify the other healthcare workers and other patients that might have been exposed to the suspected nurse and put them under quarantine and follow for next 14 days. Their details must be also shared with the local health authorities. Ensure that the disinfection procedure are strictly followed. Part of the parallel team nurses, our whole team will be take over the unit. For us, patient care is first priority than anything. But at the same time, everyone have family, whereas our family is depending on us. When we work in this kind of noxious situations, two things will come to our mind: that am I potentially causing harm to my family members because I am coming to home from COVID work every day? Then how do I balance the needs of my family members with endless needs of patients? This is the conflict faced by every nurses every day. Then what will be the solution for it? Best thing is, if institution provide the accommodation, better stay there till your duty roster is completed. Otherwise, stay in a well ventilated single room, preferably with an attached or separate toilet. If another family member needs to stay in the same room, it is advisable to maintain a distance of at least 1 meter between these two people. These nurses are advised to stay away from elderly people, pregnant women, children, and a person with comorbidities within the household. Restrict the movement within the house. Under no circumstances attend any social or religious gatherings. Wash hands as often thoroughly with soap and water or with more than 70% alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid sharing household items like dishes, drinking glasses, cups, eating utensils, towels, bedding, or other items with other people in the home. Wear a surgical mask at all the time. The mask should be changed every 6 to 8 hours and disposed of. Disposable masks are never to be reused. Used masks should be considered as potentially infected. If symptoms like cough, fever, difficulty in breathing should be immediately inform the nearest health center. Finally, during this pandemic crisis, instead of depending on government or working institutional support, the nurses can support each other, monitor their stress, and reinforce safety procedures among themselves. This is all about regarding managing nursing workforce in hospital during this COVID-19 pandemic. If you have any doubts, kindly text in your chat box so I can get back with you with possible answers.